What I want to do is tell you a bit about Ramsdens, what we do, where we do it, but how have we got to today's business. I've been with the business since 2001. Started when we had 3 stores, so it's been a bit of a journey.
When I joined the business in 2009, we had about 30. The history of the business was that it used to be a home collected credit business.
We grew over the years, incrementally by acquisition, greenfield sites, converted jewellers.
We threw on a hell of a lot of stores very quickly, and that really was off the back of the gold buying of the business. Gold buying had exploded really into a phenomenon that people realised they could get value for their jewellery in terms of selling the gold.
And we got to about 120 stores in April 2013. We were quite profitable, we were growing nicely, and then the gold price crashed. And that really changed the landscape for the industry. It fell about 18% in 2 weeks.
The dramatic fall in the gold price meant the business had to reshuffle its priorities, it had to look at its cost base, and actually stop growing in terms of new stores.
And we adopted what I would call a park bench strategy. So we sat on the park bench, we watched the world go by whilst fixing our park bench so it was nice and strong. We invested in the people, we invested in the IT systems, invested into retail and foreign currency, and then started to grow again. And 18 months after the gold price crash, I was able to buy the business with Kevin, who was the finance director at the time, and bring on board North Edge Capital. And that became a new phase in the business.
And I think what that brought was a lot more governance, a lot more structure to, if you like, the boardroom. And I think off the back of that investment, the business decided to start growing internally rather than externally. So a lot of focus was placed on foreign currency as an income stream, a lot of focus on jewellery retail as an income stream. And the business used its current estate to actually develop and grow the business from its core stores.
In terms of what Ramsdens do, we have 2 sides of the business. We have the foreign currency side of the business and we have the jewellery side of the business. So starting with foreign currency. Foreign currency is over 40% of our gross profit. And it is simply providing customers with their holiday money when they go abroad. As at April 2019, we have around 700,000 customers using us every year for their holiday money. As well as the holiday money, we have a travel card that's denominated in euros and dollars. And we also can make international payments for people if they want to transfer money to a bank account abroad, a small business or a person who's got a house abroad. The jewellery side of the business, 3 real components. So we have pawnbroking. Pawnbroking is about a quarter of our gross profit. It's a simple loan. You give me an article of jewellery, I hold it safe, you pay me back, you get your goods back.
Our average loan is about £200. The debt is capped at the item's value, and therefore it's very simple for people to understand. Another part of our business is the purchase of precious metals. So what this is, it's where we buy gold or silver jewellery from the public and we melt it for its intrinsic value. This is probably a 4-week process to turn that gold back into cash. So a very quick working capital cycle to actually get that cash back into the business. We buy a lot of gold jewellery from our customer base. We refurbish or sometimes, fix or repair the jewellery and sell this jewellery back out through our store network and through our online business.
Second-hand gold jewellery is roughly half the price of new, so it's a fantastic bargain for customers to buy. One of the other things that we do, if it's an old design diamond, we extract the diamond from these products and we recycle them and we put them into new, bright, modern settings in new jewellery, and that's part of our offering. And because we're recycling the diamond, the value for money is fantastic.
But we've invested heavily in new jewellery ranges as well, and having new and second-hand side by side in a window actually gives you a very, very good understanding of the value of the pre-owned jewellery as well, because when it's cleaned and polished it looks very similar to a brand new item.
So all these services are done in our branch network. So in our branches you can see that we have a jewellery window, the new jewellery and the second-hand jewellery is on display, and then come inside we have a retail area where we can serve the customers who just want to buy jewellery, and then we have our financial services counters, where the pawnbroking, the foreign currency, and the bank style counters. There's a bit of privacy for each customer divided by a wall, and they're able to do whatever they're wanting to do with ourselves. The branch network is supported by our online. So we have two principal websites. We have Ramsdens Jewellery, which is jewellery retailing, and we have Ramsdens for Cash, which is really the currency site.
Foreign currency is growing significantly in click and collect. So a lot of customers now like to order currency online. They use the website, they can see the rate, they book the rate, and then they collect the currency in store, typically the next day.
In addition, online you can top up any of the travel cards, or you can use that as a portal through to sending money abroad.
We also have a jewellery retail website where we offer all of our jewellery, which often is held in the stores. So that means that actually if you come into one of our stores using an iPad, we can show you all the pre-owned stock that often is in different stores through the network. So it's a real good selling tool in store, and actually also gives customers online access to a huge value of different jewellery throughout the network. Jewellery retail has grown over 100% in 2019 in terms of its website, so it's a huge investment that we're making into trying to develop and build that brand online.
As at April 2019, 58% of the sales that we have come from outside our branch territory.
Which shows that actually, it's a real e-commerce business, it's not just serving the customers.
One of the things that we did when we came to list, one of the philosophies that we had, was we wanted to invest half of our generated profits and cash into growing the business, but also to reward the shareholders with a good dividend. So we've done that for the last few years, and we're continuing to do that as part of our philosophy as we move forward. There's nothing new with the growth strategy. The growth strategy is just continuing to do what we're actually doing. So we're going to invest in the online, we're going to invest in the core estate, and we're going to look to expand the store estate.
So we're not looking to move into new geographical areas by planting a flag, if you like. We're looking to actually ripple out of where we are, and we see that the opportunity there is significant. There's over 300 towns with populations over 30,000 people, so there's this huge opportunity to grow the estate.
One of the things that we're doing with our core estate is we've made our estate quite flexible in its rental portfolio. So where we see a town has shifted and we haven't found the right unit yet, we've taken a flexible lease of our current landlord. That allows us to move to a better location at a future date should the opportunity arise.
So we're investing typically in the medium term. We're looking to open 12 stores a year. So that's a real investment into new high street stores.
We've recently purchased 18 stores from Instant Cash Loans Limited that trading as the Money Shop, and that allowed us to expand our store network into the northwest and as far south, if you like, from rippling down from Yorkshire to Derby. In addition to growing the branch network, one of the fundamental pillars of our growth strategy is still to improve what we do.
We've got three major strands to that. One of the things that we have always tried to do is improve the core business.
Because that's best, we feel, for supporting the staff with the administration structure that we have within the business, and also allows us to ripple out the brand.
Whether that's better displays, better stock, better educating the staff to be able to help the customer.
We also continue to invest in our online. We see online as a fantastic opportunity. We've got a trusted brand, and we need to take our message wider across the UK where people haven't heard of Ramsdens.
We've invested in our click and collect for foreign currency, and that website now is continued to grow significantly year on year. There are also travel card, there's international money transfer, which can all be accessed through the online business for foreign currency as well.
We also have the 700,000 foreign currency customers who transact with us, who might buy jewellery elsewhere. We need to cross-sell into those customers the value for money jewellery that we have.
The jewellery retail business has been another investment in terms of SEO, in terms of the product on the website, the look and feel, the customer journey. We're investing in a whole range of activities online for jewellery retail, and we have a lot of confidence that we can grow that part of the business in the years to come.
What underpins our growth strategy is really where we position our brand and the marketing activities that we do, Our IT platform and the processes and the systems, it's a bespoke system that we own, we develop, customer centric, so it allows us to do the cash book, the customer relationship management and the sales ledger all off that one system. And then the people are fundamental. It's all about the conversations that we have day in, day out with our customers.
There's a lot of bad news on the high street that people think, it's a lot more difficult. There's a lot of doom and gloom, but I think if you've got the right business model and you're sensible with how you grow the business, then there's still a huge opportunity to grow.
We're going to be able to back up our great customer offering, the value for money jewellery, the great rates that we have with our foreign currency, with a great service, and then what we want to do is try and get those customers to be ambassadors for us. They'll spread the word.